I feel like a month-ish ago, we talked about cell phone bans in high schools, because in Britain they're kind of moving ahead with some legislation, and we brought it back here. What did you think? Well, it might be coming. Toronto District School Board is considering a total ban on cell phones for students, a move the Ontario Ministry of Education welcomes. TDSB Chair Rachel Chernos-Lynn said, quote, "A strong policy is needed that better supports teachers, is enforceable, and ultimately supports students' well-being and academic achievement. The matter of cell phones within the TTSB is going to be considered January the 18th. If adopted, committee immediately gets to work on creating new policy. And if the Toronto board does it, who knows how the other boards across the GTA and Ontario will react." Generally, Meredith Shaw, good idea, not a good idea, depends on how the idea is implemented.
Yeah, it definitely depends on how. I think when we talked about it before, I think I sort of said, well, maybe they can check them into a locker before they actually get into the classroom. I totally understand that it's probably distractive in the classroom if used that way. We do have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. The 13-year-old has a phone, just has one. The 11-year-old does not. It is helpful, when she comes out of class to be able to arrange pickup and talk in that way. And there certainly is a safety issue as well. I know that there's some thought, well, there's a landline, you can get in touch, just like sort of my parents did when I was at school. But the reality is that's how the learning is going. And so I do think there needs to be some accommodation for it for students, in particular, that, special education, special needs. Like there are real uses for that kind of technology. And I don't think we can just get rid of that altogether, full stop.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't have, I don't have a kid in school right now that would have a phone, but I feel like when I was of that age, I will also want her to have that phone so that I can connect with her for whatever reason we need. And I do think that an accommodation should be made only because in real life, we have these phones with us. And I feel like at a certain age, you have to start to learn when to put it down beside you and not use it when it's not appropriate. And that's something we're just gonna have to incorporate in everyday life. We do it every day.
Yeah, there's etiquette to be taught there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just curious what the other boards do here. This is an important moment here in our area in terms of this issue. And we'll see what happens with other boards across the GTA and the province. It's going to be interesting.